misconception is when people hear the word game, they think coding only. So, but it's so much more. You have your traditional storytellers who writes the story. Every movie, every game starts with a story. You have to tell it. You have to describe who's the protagonist and the antagonist. What's the world? Everything building up to why this hero even existed, why the villain even existed, and where these worlds, how these worlds come into play with this character story. So from there, you have also going into your storyboarders. So basically, your storyboard artists, just your normal traditional artists, they're actually writing out, think of like comics. You're actually just drawing out some rough drafts of how every little scene would be or how would they interact. That's how trailers are made. And with that being said, you have your 3D modelers. Those are your 3D modelers who actually create the character. This is before animation, this is before texturing, this is before lighting. All that has to come into play. To back up a little bit, you have your concept artists as well. Your concept artists are the ones who draw the idea. It's not so different between the movie and the gaming industry, because some of these actually can go into cross career sets. So you can actually draw out the environment, what you think it would look like. How would that play? How would that character look based upon the environment he's in? It could be a really drudgy or horrific environment where they have to survive, or you have to deal with a magical environment, or you're dealing with a place where it's high technology. They draw all that using traditional art. Then they take those 3D models actually create the world. They can create the actual character. So in 3D modeling, you have different sets. You have your prop modelers, you have your character designers, then you have your environment designers. So they make 3D versions of the worlds that are actually being drawn. Then you have your texture artists. Your texture artists, think of it more like digital coloring. So you can actually color or actually give texture to that character to bring them more life to it. It can be more realistic, hyper realistic, or more stylized, or even your pixel. So we already know that from Gallagher. So that's a good thing. Then you have your producers. Then you have then you have from the producer, you have your actual music engineer. That's something a lot of people leave out or don't really actually push. You'd be surprised. So those who are actually producing in music, they can make from $500 to $2,500 per minute per soundtrack for that game. So it's a lot of money. It's a lot of great opportunities for kids to get into animation. It's really crazy. Depends on how good you are, depends how imaginative you are. Regardless if you know animation, if you don't have those main two qualities, which is a creative mindset, that really itself is being that needs to be improved. That will actually get you further along into any graphics from movie or game design.